Today we're gonna build a trailer for the Skoftig. Good? So this is the trailer that I used to pick up the Skoftig and launch it initially. It works, but it requires at least 2 people to pick up the back of the boat and to take off the hand trailer wheels for loading. I don't like asking friends for help, so we're going to take this old flatbed trailer I used for my tree service years ago and rebuild it onto a flatbed that we can roll this hand trailer right onto. Yeah? I thought about a boat trailer, but I like that hand trailer option. This way we can do a hand launches and beaches without an actual boat ramp. Options. So to start off, we'll use this old flatbed trailer. It has a tilt option, but I don't think we'll need it. First, we'll take off the sides. We'll set those aside to reuse pieces of later. We'll do this entire project without purchasing anything. I'm unscrewing everything, collecting the screws, piling the plywood and boards. There we go. Now it's all apart, time to start rebuilding. First, I'm going to pull all the pieces apart, create some scraps for myself. Whoops, gotta put the baby back on the blanket. So now we're just organizing stuff, still taking screws out, still taking some screws out. What I'm going to do is put 2 strips of plywood down this trailer so that you can roll the hand trailer right up onto it. It has a little ramp on the back, so we only have to have about 6 inches of height increase, so we'll probably do that with ramps. Gonna pull this what used to be a wall off, which is actually 2 pieces of exactly the same size that I need it to be. So we're just gonna take this wall all apart. We're gonna put these down right as ramps. They're actually exactly the same length as the trailer, so we have to even cut very little because it was already cut to length. Works out perfectly. Checking with little girl, see how she is doing. Gotta wipe up the baby, put her back on that blanket again. But she can help by pulling on this strap. Now I got those 2 boards apart. We're just gonna set those aside, taking all the nails out so that there's nothing sharp, nothing metal left in any of this. All this is reusable scrap pieces of wood now. It's all pressure treated wood. We're just gonna create a pile, and as we have more projects in the future, we can keep using this stuff. No need to go to the hardware store if we don't need to. She's still got that strap going over there. Oh, looks like the baby's getting away. And we're gonna change the angle to this, take the crab pots off that trailer. This is another day. You can see I got my little helper in the background. I'm unscrewing all the old screws out of the bottom of the trailer here. Just cleaning everything up, scraping off any old chunks of rotten wood that are just gonna fall off anyway. Checking everything, making sure it's all solid before we put stuff over. You can see that these pieces of wood are just gonna go right on there. See my little helper there making his own little trailer. Feels good to be an inspiration. Now he's borrowing the screwdriver. Good thing we can share tools. See, that's just gonna go right on there. Making sure that it all fits. We're taking off a little bit. We're notching out a little section here for the eye bolt so that we can still strap down the trailer or the boat or whatever the case may be. A couple tie down points on here. Kind of cleaning it all up, making sure everything works. One of the next things I'm going to do is that you can see how the tongue of the hand trailer is held up by a few 2x4s. So in a minute here, I'm going to pull that whole thing apart. We'll make a more permanent structure to keep the tongue from dragging on the ground as we drive. Arguing about tools over here, debating for my screwdriver back. Now we're going to put some screws right in here, affix these new planks, as it were, these strips that will keep the wheels from falling through the trailer, an important part. So now I'm getting a couple extra 2x4s. We're just gonna build the whole thing out of pressure treat. So you can see I've got it kind of mocked up, and now we're just gonna take it apart. It's start putting some screws in. I fix this. It's basically crossed 2x4s. I mean, you can see it's nice. It's stable. Just a few screws to kind of hold it sturdy. I didn't put screws down through like everything. It's not really taking force, just holding stuff up. And now I'm cutting a couple strips here, and we are gonna put a couple little inch or so, inch by foot strips up in the front there, so that the trailer won't just go right off the front should we push it too hard or something. So we're gonna fix that down to the back.
All right.
And there we go.
All right. I got this thing loaded up. Traveling mode. We're not going that far, but kind of proud of myself. Remade the trailer for the boat. It seems to be properly weighted. It's strapped down. We made it back to home base. Definitely was tapping. Let's see, was it tapping on this? It's tapping. Oh, it's probably tapping on that. It probably wasn't even hitting my window. But when it came down the hill and bouncing around and stuff. But we made it, and we made it intact, and we didn't even lose any pieces. I'm almost surprised.
And don't forget to smash that subscribe button!
If you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe below.